I call the honourable member for Holt.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, on a quintessentially Australian Day this year, I had the pleasure of hosting the 10th Annual Holt Australia Day Awards in Hampton Park. This award honoured 39 individuals and 2 local organisations for their contribution to our community. The 2014 Holt Australia Day Awards were presented at a Day of Nations celebrations in Hampton Park, with a large crowd of families and friends turning out to support the recipients. I'd like to thank specifically the Hampton Park Progress Association and the City of Casey for their support and assistance with our Holt Australia Day Awards. And in particular, would like to acknowledge and thank the Holt Australia Day Award committee members, Erica Maliki, Judy Owen, Chris Drysdale, Anne Atkin and Leanne Petrides for selecting the award recipients. I'd also like to, if I could, Madam Speaker, read out the award recipients so that we have a permanent record of their achievements in this place. Alfred Goldberg, Father Elias Matter, Neville Worthington, Helen Appleman, Sean Balfour, Thomas Barnes, Keith Barrett, Calvin Bell, Roland Blushik, Colin Booth, Rebecca Booth, Jonathan Clark, Simon Dewar, Savio Gonzalez, Steve Chapman, Marion Dawes, Luke Deludis, Mehmet Salih Dorgan, Keith Edwards, Bryce Eishold, Joan Graham, Joan Green, Mary Hay, Rosemary Hutchins, Julie Johnson, Mary Jonker, Mark Juvelet, Sriani Lebroy, Peter O'Hagan, Christine Gladwell, Eileen Hillis, Louise MacDonald, Sean Petrie, Keith Pimlett, Brian Regan, Sadiq Sawari, Carolyn Scott, Colin Smith, Lima Stazanarski, Oliver Thompson, Sharon Thompson, Slobodan Totic, Shelley Peluso, Eda Vistak, Nurala Nuri, which was a posthumous award, the organisation Carols by Twilight by the Casey City Church, and Painting with Parkinson's. 39 individuals and 2 all local organisations, Madam Speaker. But in those people, the people that I mentioned, there's such a vibrant, strong story to tell about the contributions that they made to the community that merited this award. One of the reasons why I commissioned this award some period of time ago was that I acknowledged the massive amount of work that was being done in our community by people that weren't seeking public acclaim and public recognition. And I thought, given the contribution they'd made to the community, that it was important that we have a ceremony on Australia Day to recognise the contribution that the people made to our community. And as I said, this is the 10th Holt Australia Day Awards, and the enthusiasm by the family members and those connected with the nominee is quite palpable. We would have had a crowd of about 400 or 500 people there, and the enthusiasm that it generates. But it's important in our community. We know that there's a lot wrong. Recently, I think in Cranbourne, we've heard all about, on 3AW and elsewhere, a problem with a young man who was stabbed, and that's a terrible thing. But how often, I've never been contacted by 3AW about this. There are so many great stories about our area. How often do we hear the contributions that are made by these people, but because they actually enhance the community, they don't wind up on 3AW, but something bad happens, it's there in a flash, and you're asked to comment about it. And really you just get sick and tired of it, because people that live in my community know that it is a fantastic community to raise a family, to plan a future, and to live in, and to work in, to be in. And so, as part of this process, as I can assure people in my electorate and in the Casey region, I'll continue to talk about the good things that happen in our community, because frankly this seems to be about the only place where that happens. And as I said, I'll continue to do so. So again, thank you to the Hampton Park Networking Group, to Erica Maliki in particular, for those hundreds and hundreds of people that labour day in and day out through non-government organisations, through cricket clubs, through mosques, through family groups, from Casey Little Athletics clubs. They labour away, they use their family time, the time that they could have available to them to strengthen the community, to make the community a better place. And on behalf of this chamber, to all those people whose names I read out. I thank them for their contribution to our community, make it a stronger and a better place.
The question is that the House do now adjourn.